Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is Monday, April 28, 2014. Let's jump right into the charts here. You're going to see that the futures are trading higher by about $3.75 at the moment to 1863 and 3/4 per contract. But you'll just notice that the market did come in pretty sharply right here. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's take a quick glance at the U.S. dollar versus the Japanese yen. And you're going to see that that has started to come in as well. That could have a little something to do with it there, that little decline. But nonetheless, futures are still higher by about 4 points, even though they have pulled back decently off the morning highs. We'll see how this all shakes out and plays out. There's a lot of stocks in the news today, just simply because of it being a Monday. The market was closed over the weekend, obviously, and you have a lot of merger talk, a lot of merger chatter. You also have some earnings that were reported. But let's get into a few stocks here. We're going to start off with Newmont Mining. This is one of the world's leading gold producers, and stock is getting hit pretty sharply to the downside today, simply for the fact that there's news out saying that they reported they will not be in talks anymore with Barrick Gold over a takeover bid. So again, Barrick Gold was trying to take over Newmont. Looks like the deal is off the table now, and the stock is coming down pretty sharply. We will have levels to buy Newmont Mining today in the chat room, posted up around 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's take a look at Barrick Gold while we're talking about that one. And that one's holding up pretty well today. It's still around $18, closed at $17.89. Anytime the acquiring company does not go through with the deal, usually their stock price will go up a little bit, and we're seeing that at least at the moment. So we'll keep our eye on that one. Looks like Forest Labs is buying this company here, FURX, which is Furix. Again, I think it's a $1.1 billion deal. So if you own FURX, congratulations. Trail your stop loss or take your money off the table. Choice is yours. Again, Forest Labs is buying that one out. So there's no play here. I know a lot of traders in the morning will say, hey, can we try to short that move or something like that? No, you can't do it. You got to just leave it alone, leave the market do what it's going to do. And right now, most likely, once the opening bell rings, this stock will just go sideways for the remainder of the day. So we'll see how that plays out, but that's what I'm expecting. Next one on my list here is Charter Communication, CHTR. It looks like they set a deal up with Comcast. So Comcast, I believe, is going to buy out Time Warner. But to try to make the deal go through, they're going to kind of sell off some subscribers to Charter, it looks like. So again, Charter's trading up on the news, trading around the 132 level. Again, traders should watch 134.75 to 135. There's a lot of resistance there for Charter. If it does trade higher than that, obviously it could go back up to double top, which is around $140.75. But there should be some at least decent resistance in my book around the 134.75 if it trades up there today. So keep an eye on that. Might be a pullback level on the charts if it does get there. Let's take a look at AZN, which is AstraZeneca. This stock is soaring and roaring. It closed at $68.66. Now, last week there was a lot of chatter saying that Pfizer was trying to buy this company out. Well, today it apparently is true. Pfizer put in a $100 billion bid or something like that. So they have been trying to buy out AstraZeneca. Again, if you own AstraZeneca, I would just trail the stop loss. Don't get out of the stock unless you want to take your money off the table. But I would just trail the stop loss, because if they have to come in with a bigger bid, obviously the stock can go a little bit higher. I don't know how much more is left in the tank here. It's already pretty pricey if you ask me. But nonetheless, that could happen. So I would just trail the stop loss there. And if you're comfortable and you want to take the money, you could take the money off the table. But there is no deal. It's just chatter that Pfizer has bidded over $100 billion for AstraZeneca. And we'll see how that all plays out going forward. But anyway, slice it or dice it. If you own it, trail the stop. Or if you want to take it off. But I would not be shorting AstraZeneca at this stage of the game. Let's take a look at Corning. GLW is the ticker symbol. They make the glass for the cell phones and TVs and a bunch of other stuff. The stock closed at $20.74. Today it's trading at $21.45. So a decent little uptick right now. Still has to get above the most recent top, which was made on the 4th of April. That high was $21.77. So again, it could attack those levels. There's nothing really terrible or great. Stock is trading higher. I don't really have any great levels for Corning. It does look a little bit lofty on the bigger time frames, meaning a little bit overbought, but the daily chart is still okay, so nothing we really want to do there. Next one I want to look at here is YUKO. It It looks like Alibaba, whoops, let's get that ticker symbol in there. There we go. Looks like YUKO is trading up sharply. The stock closed at $24.14. Looks like Alibaba took a stake in the company. I have resistance levels for this stock. We will look to play this on a scalp play in the morning. So come over to the chat room. Those will be posted up at 9 a.m. Again, YUKO trading higher. Stock closed at $24.14. Right now trading just under $27. But we will look to play this equity in the chat room this morning if it goes a little bit higher. So again, those levels will be posted up around 9 a.m. in the intraday stock chat. Let's go over to the gold market today. You're going to see gold is trading up $1.70. It's not that big a deal. We're going to go to the GLD, which is a good proxy for trading gold futures. You'll see this is trading around the $125 level, closed around 125.43. So currently trading at 125.28. So again, it's really right there. As I said, spot gold is only trading up $1.80 at the moment. And again, but we are above the 1300 level, which is a pretty psychological level for gold, gold futures that is, and we'll see where it goes. I don't think there's anything horrific or terrible or great or sensational. It's just kind of neutral right now for gold. Let it make a pattern. Maybe there'll be a play here intraday, but at the moment, not much we could do with it. If we take a look at the oil futures today, they're up about 50 cents to 101 a barrel. So if you take a look at the USO, that's a good way to trade crude. At least light sweet crude, which is what we use here in the United States. You'll see that this is trading at $36.64. Basically, this is just where it closed, but spot crude is trading up about 50 cents. There's a lot going on in Russia and the Ukraine this morning. You can read the headlines yourself. I can't make heads or tails out of it, but more sanctions are coming in, and does Putin shut off the gas line to the Ukraine? There's just all these different theories going back and forth. So I just happen to think that crude has a premium built into it just because of the geopolitical risk that is out there. So again, be a little bit careful trying to short crude at any moment. Crude can trade higher just on that geopolitical news. So just we'll watch the charts. We'll see what the charts tell us to do, and that's all we'll do. But right now, as I said, light sweet crude trading up by 50 cents a barrel at the moment to 101.12 a barrel, and it's a decent little pop ahead of the opening bell, but nothing all that dramatic right now. So again, we'll see how this all plays out. The market's gearing up for a two-day Fed meeting, which will begin tomorrow and will conclude on Wednesday afternoon. So we'll see how that all shakes out and plays out. But right now, futures are trading higher by about $4.50 to 1864.50. We'll see if this holds up today. But again, let's take it one day at a time, one chart at a time, one stock at a time. That's the best way to play these markets at this time. With that said, everybody have a great trading day. We'll see you on the charts.